unser geliebter Führer Adolf Hitler.
When Hitler first did come to power, most Americans had one of two feelings. Number one, so that's happening in Germany. It's not our concern. Number two, Hitler is a clown. He's going to take over power and everybody's going to see that he's a blooming idiot and nothing is going to happen. Well, that would not be the feeling of the people in the Union at that time.
The first thing that Hitler assailed was the labor movement and the social democratic movement. And later on came his terrible action against the Jews.
Simultaneously, Hitler, almost from the first month in power, made it clear that he was going after Jews.
Lists were in the hands of Nazi-controlled authorities.
Communists, socialists, and labor leaders were rounded up and
The
destroyed.
trade unions were even organized with a different Nazi name. Arbeitsfront, it was called, Leberfront.
Confused and without leadership, German workers were brought under Nazi discipline.
So they decided to call a conference.
More than 1,000 delegates from Jewish labor and fraternal groups gathered in a meeting hall on New York's Lower East Side to form a new organization, the Jewish Labor Committee.
Hey, labor movement, pay some attention to the Jews.
We want to settle with our bona fide, legitimate fathers who are the jobbers in the manufacturers for whom we work.
Vladik was high-charge electricity. You would not get the measure of this man until he got up on a platform.
There was no sentiment for changing the immigration laws.
This country should heed the advice of its first president and avoid all foreign entanglement.
It was a contested issue whether the United States would ever get involved in World War II.
Socialists in Poland were caught quite literally between a rock and a hard place. And they hit upon a plan to make use of visitors' visas.
The only question was he endangered or not if the Nazis would come?
And this was something that the ILGWU had organized.
We were really involved in the war.
And the hope was to survive and see the destruction of the enemy.
It was absolutely clear to me as we were going through these adventures that there were people, somehow, somewhere, there were people who cared about us.